Hello, everyone, and happy Tuesday. This is your reading for July 31st, 2018. I am Morgana Breed, High Priestess of Maiden Circle, Coven, and Academy, and if you are interested in learning more about Maiden Circle, check out the links in the description. We have both a Facebook page and a blog. There's also a website that's kind of still being worked on at the moment. I'm still working on getting the online course available to you. So check out those links and let's get started. I'm going to be pulling a card for your overall energy for this day using the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck. I will also be using the Tarot of the Witches. I think yesterday I said the Witches Tarot, but that's actually a different deck. This is the Tarot of the Witches. And I'll be using the Nicoletta Ciccoli Tarot deck and the Gilded Tarot. So what is your overall energy for this Tuesday? You have receiving. So today's energy is all about receiving whatever it is the universe has for you, opening yourself up to it. And a lot of the times with this card, that has to do with receiving healing, receiving your greatness, receiving inspiration, things that are good for you. But you may be resisting them in some way, or you may have been giving some pushback when the universe is like trying to bring something into your life or bring a message or new ideas or something, and you're like, now wait a minute, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Today is your day to let yourself be ready. Today is your day to open up yourself to receiving all the good that the universe has in store for you. Being open, being receptive, listening to people when they talk to you openly, and not responding as a reaction, but responding after taking it all in and letting it absorb and letting yourself come to a different understanding, letting yourself hear someone else's message or hear whatever it is that's coming to you. Okay, so be open today. Open yourself up to whatever the universe has to offer. Open yourself up to new ideas and new experiences. So let's see what our aspirational energy is. This is the energy that we can kind of hope for, the ideal realization for this day. Okay, if we do all the things that we need to overcome our challenges, then this should be the ideal aspirational energy for this day. You have the Seven of Pentacles. So you've probably sown some seeds of some sort. You've probably laid a foundation for something in your life. And this is a great energy for you to reevaluate where it is and see if the fruits of your labor bear out, if they match up to the energy that you've been putting into the work. And because of the position that this is in, you might be receiving notification of that very thing, notification that your fruits are ready for harvest, that the work that you've been doing, the foundation you've been building, the work you've been doing for yourself or for your life on either the physical or metaphysical plane, it's all starting to play out. It is saying to be careful of people who don't have your best interest in mind, people who want to take what you have without giving anything in return, because at this time you have a lot. You've reaped a lot of benefits. Okay, this is also saying to be careful that you don't count your chickens before they hatch. Okay, you know that saying, there's a basket of eggs, and if you count all the eggs, you can be like, I have 12 chickens from these eggs, but then only 2 of them hatch, and you're screwed, right? So this is telling you to, again, pay attention to whether or not the effort you're putting into something is providing you with an equal or greater result, or if you're doing way more work and getting much less in return. Okay, and because again that this is in the position of our aspirational energy, your energy today will be to take stock of your finances, take stock of your resources, of all the things that you have put into place, and your returns. Okay, so let's see what your challenge is on the physical level. This is concerning your jobs, your body, your projects, how you respond to these things, your relationships with people, with other human beings, and such. Oh, and with receiving, just a thought that just came to me, it's possible you're receiving these returns. You're receiving the fruits of your harvest. And if that's like something that you put out a while ago that you wanted to make money from, or an idea that you had that hasn't blossomed into anything so far, keep your eyes open for that change. Keep your eyes open for receiving these returns. In your challenge position, you have the Two of Coins. So this is all about trying to find a work-life balance, and that's probably something you've been having trouble with. This is something you've been going back and forth on for a while, okay? And because this card is in your challenge position, you haven't been going about it the proper way. You may have been spending too much time either working or too much time slacking off from your dreams, spending your time at like a day job that you don't love, but not really focusing on anything that matters to you emotionally and spiritually and that feeds you and that will aid you in the long run. So you're at this point where your energies are imbalanced. Your focuses are imbalanced, okay? And the foundation or the work that you've been doing and have been laying is going to go one way or another instead of being this healthy, balanced thing that you need. So let's see how we can overcome this. So this is, again, all about how you've been using your energy, where you've been directing your energy. Something is out of balance here. Something's out of whack. How can we overcome this challenge? So how can we overcome this lack of work-life balance, this out-of-whack energy that we're getting on our physical plane? To overcome this, you have the Hierophant and the Lovers. This is all about how you're choosing, again, to spend your energy and where you've been directing it. Who you've been listening to, who you've been trusting to guide you. These cards are very close. They're right next to each other in the deck. Alright, so this is kind of a very powerful message for you. And this could involve another person. This could involve a relationship you've been working on, but I am getting that this has to do more with your work-life balance and where you've been putting your personal energy. And again, you've been torn between taking care of your spirit and taking care of your physical, mundane life. This is telling you to make better choices. These cards altogether are about the choices you are making for how you're spending your energy. All right? Are you focusing so much on tradition, so much on making, financial or material possessions? Are you spending more time on that than on feeding your soul? Or alternatively, the opposite? Are you spending so much time, trying to feed your soul and meditating and doing all this spiritual stuff, but you're using it to escape the mundane side of your life? You're using it so that you don't have to think about your day job, or you don't have to think about your lack of money, or the materials that you don't have or that you want. All right, so your energy is balanced one way or the other right now. Your energy is focused one way or the other right now, and there isn't a sense of balance. And this is telling you that you need to choose to to find that balance. You need to choose to create that balance. You need to step away from tradition for tradition's sake, from going on the path that you've been going on alone. From taking a very straight path with no offshoots, right? You have this idea of what you need to do, but the steps you're taking are all geared towards one outcome, one ideal, one expectation. And that could easily lead to disappointment. This is saying to make sure that whatever you're doing with your life, however you're directing your energy, make sure that there is balance, and make sure that it speaks to your heart. Make sure you're not doing something just because it appeals to you on the intellectual level, that you're doing it because it speaks to your soul, because it is right for you, and because it will help create balance for you. So let's see what's going on inside of you on the mental, emotional, and spiritual level that's challenging you today. What is our mental, emotional, spiritual challenge for today, Tuesday, July 31st, 2018? You have judgment. So this is saying that where you are right now is based on your choices, which again is what we got here. Unfortunately, the choices you've been making have been to ignore the opportunities and ignore the chances that are being brought to you. You're locking yourself away from the opportunities. Whatever it is you're meant to be receiving today, you've been choosing not to pay attention to it, choosing not to see it, not to accept it. There may be some changes going on for you. There may be something you need to let go or change or move away from, or at least to pull your energy away from, so that you can disperse that energy evenly to other aspects of yourself. And you haven't been doing that. You've been kind of stuck in one place, almost like you're running around in a maze. You feel like you're moving, but you're not really making any change. You're not really seeing any growth. And you're not opening yourself up to seeing that growth. You're not opening yourself up to realizing that change that can be brought for you. So let's see how we can overcome this. So you have the Six of Swords. And you have the Tower. So you got the Tower yesterday in a different position. But it's almost the same message, essentially. You need to let go of these boundaries you've built around yourself. Drop these walls you've created that are blocking out your abundance. All of these walls, all of this feeling of going in circles, going through a maze, this is all of your own doing. It's all based on your choices. Right? And you need to choose now to let go of this, to drop those boundaries, drop those walls, drop the thing that is blocking you from abundance. And as you're doing that, it's going to require that you change your mindset. You're going through emotional changes right now, but you're still carrying these old ideas. You're still carrying these fears, and that's probably why you've been putting so much energy into only one aspect of yourself and not letting yourself be balanced, not taking care of yourself on all of your levels. We have a hierarchy of needs. We have mental needs, we have physical needs, we have emotional needs. Okay, we have all these things that we desire and require to function and to be a good part of society. And you've accomplished a lot of that. You have enough now that you can put your energy into yourself, into emotional growth, into change. And again, open yourself up to abundance, open yourself up to change, and let go of these old ideals, let go of these things that you're allowing to hold you back, these thoughts that are telling you that you can't have this abundance, or that are telling you that you need to do something this one particular way to be successful. So let's see what our end of day energy is. How are we going to close out this Tuesday? I want to thank you for joining me for this reading, and I want to thank you for liking and subscribing and clicking the notification button below so that you can catch these every day. And of course, I want to thank my higher self and the divine and all those out there who are sending messages and guiding us through these cards. So how are we going to end this Tuesday? If we are open to receiving our abundance, if we are able to overcome our challenges, how might we end this Tuesday? You have Justice, and you have the Three of Pentacles. So this is telling you that you're in a position to take responsibility for your life. You're in a position to take any of your skills, take your abilities, and use them to create the life that you desire. Use them to bring this abundance to you that you've been working towards, and let yourself receive inspiration for that. Let yourself receive ideas so that you can continue to create and feel the joy in that creation. There is magic and there is power in being able to create something and being able to create your own life. And you are able. This is telling you that it is time to look at your own choices in the past. Look at the choices you are currently making. Look at your own mistakes, your own flaws, and your capabilities. And be honest with yourself about that. And understand that whatever mistakes you did make in the past, they might affect you in the future, but the choices you make today are going to affect you more. The choices you make today, right now, moving forward, can change your life for the better. Allow yourself to accept that so that you can change. Allow yourself to embrace that. Embrace your mistakes, embrace your flaws, but take responsibility for them. Don't let them control you. Don't let these mental blocks that you're holding on to and these fears and worries that you're holding on to keep you from the life that you're meant to receive, that you're meant to have and live, from the abundance that is here for you. That is your reading for Tuesday, July 31st, 2018. I do hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, again, like and subscribe, click the buttons below, check out the links, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Remember always that I love you. Bye.